So last month, we all found out about the exit of Henry Cavill from The Witcher. We were very disappointed indeed, and many of us had already ditched the show, a little bit into season two. Some people even bailed on the show during season one, and I can't blame them. But season two, for me, was a bridge too far. And for many fans, I think they also felt the same way. But as always, the change spurred on a backlash, or the announcement of this change, at least, from season three to season four. And one should have expected that. One should have expected a backlash to something that is this, disturbing. It also launched a petition on, change.org to replace the writers and bring back Henry. Now, we all know how those petitions work. They don't really resolve anything or change anything, but it does make fans feel better to band together and feel like they actually accomplish something. Well, that petition is continually creeping upward. It's getting close to 300,000. Now, all of this controversy is not, being very helpful in launching the new Netflix spin-off series, Blood Origin. The backlash from fans is obviously, severely impacting that. And with all of the money and the time and everything else that Netflix has invested here, Netflix is going to march out their showrunner, their champion for this world, Lauren Hissrich, to talk about, obviously, the new show primarily. But you're never going to get away from those questions about what's happening with the primary show, The Witcher. So let's dive in. Here we go. So here we are looking at The Witcher show for the last time, featuring Henry Cavill, or at least fairly soon. It looks like we're going to get it in the second quarter or the summer of 2023. And I'm going to tell you, some people aren't going to be watching regardless. This show, for me, as I mentioned, completely jumped the shark in season two. It had already decreased my interest in season one, and I did not like the storytelling methodology they were using back then. Season one was close to what we wanted to see, but again, it had some major faults. And all of that blame firmly rests on the shoulders of Lauren Hissrich, and, of course, her room full of hateful writers that we found out about later. In a recent interview with Tech Radar, in a promotion effort, obviously, for this new show, Lauren Hissrich herself sits down to answer some questions, not just about the new show, but much to her surprise, about, obviously, The Witcher. And so she starts with a response to fans, and how their reaction was quite negative to the news of Henry. And her reaction to that was, it's a big deal to us too. And that's the thing. There's a lot of talk and rumors about, and we fully understand why fans are going there. She continued. What I will say is, please come back for The Witcher Season 3 so that we can continue to do this. Obviously, that Henry's departure is huge news. What I don't want to do is this. This has to stay about Blood Origin, pivoting back to the other show. Declan, the cast, and the crew. This is their time in the spotlight. Again, trying to turn it back on the new show that they're trying to launch over there. See, Netflix has a lot riding on The Witcher as a franchise. The exit of Cavill is a massive blow. You have a movie star, and a quality action figure that's been playing this character despite the terrible writing. This could spell doom for all of the planning that has been around the world of The Witcher idea. I mean, that's kind of the effort that Netflix has been putting their time and effort and money into. And it's no secret that there's multiple spin-offs here. We've already seen one anime spin-off. We've got this Blood Origin show and several other things, including some more family-friendly entertainment around this world. There's a lot in various stages of production. Again, you're going to see Blood Origin here this month. It's coming out on December 25th for those of you who consider that a present. No matter what the outlets covering this massive issue, this massive change are saying out there right now, because a lot of them are just shilltastic. I mean, let's just be fair. The fans really do believe they know why Cavill left, and I think I know as well. I agree with them. I think I'm one of the people that's out there talking about it. The show was doing what Henry said it couldn't do. It veered way too far away from the source material. And Cavill even stated himself, and I quote, "I'm a huge fan of the books and staying loyal to them. And it's about making sure that the story happens, without too much in the way of diversions or side things going on to muddy the waters." There you go. He said some other things similar to that as well, essentially delineating that he wouldn't participate in all of the seasons if they changed the story around, which boy did they, especially in season 2. And adding weight to this argument about, you know, how the show was headed in the wrong direction was a statement that everybody is familiar with by now from a former writer. His name was Bo DeMeo, and he claimed that members of the show's writer's room, that I guess he was a part of for at least 2 of the episodes, actively disliked the books and the games and mocked them. So they were really not on board with this project. They were going to write whatever they wanted, and obviously they're doing that. So despite the recent statements that were made in the Tech Radar interview by Lauren Hisrich, she really doesn't care that Henry's gone. And in fact, when she was speaking with Total Film, she said this: "I'm so excited for viewers. I think that it's just a new chapter for us, and I think that new chapters bring new energy, and that people will find things to love. So yeah, personally, I'm really excited." I'm not. It's quite clear that she's also going to continue to put agenda into the storylines where never existed before. You know, and wherever she can try to fit it. She's always couching her statements in virtue signaling language that she believes allows her to move forward on destroying fully fleshed out worlds, destroying cohesive nature of all of that in the name of inclusion, pretending somehow that fantasy wasn't for everyone at all times. Of course it was. Consider every fantasy element that was out there before we started putting them in television and on film. Think of all the books. Think specifically of Lord of the Rings. Just massive. And that publication and all of its other publications, very important. Anyway, suffice it to say, the fans are not thrilled with what's happened here. And with all of her bravado, everything that she's said to this point, she may be met with some extreme disappointment. And so, well, in turn, Netflix will have some huge disappointment. That's what I think. I really hope that they find their way back to the source material. I think a lot of people do. I also really hope that they're somehow able to get, you know, Cavill back before they start rolling film with Liam. Don't think that's likely, based on, you know, some of the things that Henry has said. But I don't know. Can always hope, right? But what do you think? Do you think that The Witcher will retain its audience for this next season? Do you think that viewership will fall even before we get to the point in time where Liam takes over the role? And what do you think about this new spin-off, Blood Origin? Just kind of curious there. Please feel free to utilize the comment section down below. I'm always curious what everybody thinks when it comes to these things, and I want to see just how popular the show remains, because like I said, I kind of left the show behind because it really fell apart for me in season 2. Anyway, like I said, utilize the comment section down below, and hopefully we can have a conversation. And with that, support other independent creators here on the platform. They absolutely do deserve as much attention as you will shower upon them, especially if they're making good stuff and you like them. So hopefully you're subscribed, you've got the bell turned on for notifications, you're taking care of making some comments occasionally to drive up that engagement, because it really does help, and sharing their stuff out. That helps loads. It helps build the channel, and I appreciate that everybody's been doing that lately for me, because the channel's growing. Thank you. Looks like we might get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be magical. So if you can help me do that, I would appreciate it. But again, support everybody else that you enjoy as well. And with that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. And don't forget to check out my Rumble at rumble.com/CultureCasino. And don't forget to check out my Rumble at rumble.com/CultureCasino.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.